property, especially mailboxes and fences. So much so that insurances like the RACT will cover damages for seals like Neil. But the craziest part is, Neil isn't just doing this because he's evil. You see, Neil is just a 5-year-old southern elephant seal. And as he continues growing up to 3 times his size, young males like him are supposed to fight and socialize with other seals. But when Neil shows up in town, there's usually no other seals to interact with. So instead, the town itself becomes his social interaction.
Oh man, see you. Wait, okay, go back.
Did you know?
Wait.
Excuse me, sir, do you own this property?
Oh, yeah, I built it all myself. You want a tour?
Yeah, that would be great, but where's the damn door?
Oh no, we don't do that here.
Bro, where do we go then? If
Follow me.
What?
You see, us beavers build our homes with secret entrances underwater, so
Ooh, bro, from that secret entrance where
predators can't get in.
Smart.
And welcome inside.
Wow.
So right here is actually the dry-off area, so here.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the bedroom and the nursery area where the family is. Say hi, guys.
well, yeah, the baby beavers are cute.
Hey, guys. And how long did this take you to build?
About a week and a half with
Chill, we gonna have this
family.
crazy.
Wow, and how did you cut all this wood so fast?
these bad boys right here. Packed with iron, so they're extremely strong.
So you need to brush your teeth, beaver. Your teeth so.
That's why they're orange?
Yep. Plus, if I don't aggressively bite wood every single day, they'll grow back in my face and kill me.
Really?
Yeah, but it's worth it. We help create massive wetlands that support the whole ecosystem.
Damn.
No, this is the lodge. Them is outside.
What?
Also, building all this could be dangerous too. My son is actually logging above us right now.
Are you sure that's safe?
Oh yeah, we're usually great at dodging traffic.
I'm sorry, man. You're dead.
Did you know that one of the world's deadliest viruses is actually on
Oh yes.
your side?
No. I thought he was gonna kill our ass. I thought he was gonna kill us or
Meet
something.
the bacteriophage, a lethal virus that's hunting in your body right now. But how come this doesn't kill you? Well, first reason, unlike normal viruses, bacteriophages don't hunt your healthy cells. They hunt bacteria. And the way they kill is horrifying. All beginning when a phage lands on a bacteria cell in your body. Using tiny leg-like fibers, it locks onto the surface. Then with sharp spikes underneath its body, it pierces straight through the bacteria, pushing down until it fully locks in place, and it only gets worse. A tube connected to the phage's head filled with DNA then pushes through the surface, injecting its own DNA straight into the bacteria, essentially hijacking the bacteria's machinery, turning it into its own factory, forcing it to create dozens or sometimes hundreds of clones of the phage inside itself, until eventually there's so many bacteriophage copies inside that the bacteria literally explodes, or a whole new army of bacteriophage burst out ready to kill more bacteria just for you. All happening within inside your body right now.
Wow, I didn't even notice it.
People are saying you're the most dangerous shrimp in the ocean. Can I ask you a few questions?
Go for it.
Who do you go by?
Pistol shrimp.
I know what Prince of Shrimp is.
What do you do for
I wonder how shooting is so good. Feels like you're gunshot or
a
something.
living?
I shoot for a living.
Damn, that's very strong as hell.
Okay, first question. How did you do that?
With this oversized claw right here, has a built-in mechanism that snaps real fast.
And that kills things?
Yeah, I can show you. Follow me.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, as we swim, do you get along with other pistol shrimp out here?
Not really. We often get into shootouts over territory and stuff like that.
Seriously?
Yeah, I had to kill a man to get that little rock cut over there.
Oh, dang. So I heard you guys are one of the loudest animals on Earth. Is that true?
Yeah, when we shoot, it can reach up to 218
My ears are cooked right there.
decibels louder than a jet engine.
Actually?
Oh my!
Yeah, apparently it messes with Navy sonars and stuff.
That's crazy. Okay, one more thing. How does your claw actually kill? Because I know it snaps fast, but like how?
Basically, my claw has a plunger inside that snaps so fast it creates a cavitation bubble with only vapor
Okay.
inside. The pressure around the bubble is so strong, it almost gets as hot as the surface.
Bro, this is the one. We cannot defeat that pistol shrimp, guys. Wow, I thought I was another normal shrimp that we
the
could eat.
sun. What? Then collapses, creating a shockwave that kills my prey.
That's just ridiculous.
Oh, and you see that crab over there?
Bring him in the interview.
No, the way he says gotta kill him.
Oh, sure, why not? Hey buddy, how you doing? What's your name for the interview?
Oh, hey, my name is...
Rest in peace to that crab.
If you stand under this tree for shade, it can literally kill you.
Damn, this, he doesn't do anything but just kill you. Wow, stupid.
Meet the magic
Is this tree made from devil? Stupid devil.
Genial tree, the world's most dangerous tree where nearly every single part of it can take you out. But how? Well, let's start with the fruit. These trees grow an apple-like fruit that you would think is harmless, looking and smelling delicious. But it only takes one bite, and you'll find out they're highly toxic, causing an extremely intense burning in your mouth and throat, along with stinging so painful it's described to feel like swallowing broken glass. But it only gets worse. Let's move on to the tree itself. Every single part of this tree, from the bark, branches, and even the leaves, have this white milky sap inside. Looks normal, but is so toxic that touching the tree anywhere can cause extremely painful skin irritation and severe blistering. And you don't even have to touch a tree, because if one catches fire, the smoke is almost like a toxic gas
Bro, I hope it doesn't catch on fire because I'm cooked.
bomb, causing painful eye irritation, partial blindness, or respiratory problems. Now, worst of all, not only does it hold a Guinness World Record for being the world's most dangerous tree, but simply walking past one or standing under it can put you at risk, as all it takes is a little bit of rain and the droplets can mix with the toxic sap, creating a poisonous shower dripping right onto you.
Rest in peace, the guy.
Excuse me, who are you and what do you do for a living?
I'm a
Bro, green so they're one of the most laziest sharks in the world, dude.
Greenland shark, and parasites eat my eyes for a living.
Oh, I feel bad for the guy.
Ooh. Okay, anyways, first question, where do you live?
Right here in the Arctic midnight zone, 7,000 feet down where the sun doesn't shine and the water is freezing.
Cool, man. So how do you eat down here?
Follow me.
Oh, sure. You slowing down for something?
We can only swim around half a mile per hour,
Dude, bro, it doesn't even go fast.
or about as fast as a Roomba vacuum.
Oh yeah, we could take it slow then. Anyways, next question. Do you have any friends or family that you hang out with?
What's that?
Okay, so what do you do for fun
Maybe, I think he doesn't have a family or friend, dude.
down here?
I like to count the parasites on my eyes. Yesterday I hit a record of 4.
That sounds pretty fun.
Oh, and here's the food you asked about before.
Oh,
He eats only dead animals.
ooh, what's that?
Carrion. Basically just a rotting body.
Looks good. Alright, anyways, last question. How many years have you been doing this for? I'm guessing you're in your mid-40s or something like that.
More.
50s?
More.
60s?
More.
70s?
I'm 400 years old.
Bro, he's 400 years old and he has a depressing life.
Hey, you see that guy over there?
Yeah?
We hate him.
Huh? What? Why?
Rich's birthday party, '09. He did us dirty.
That's like
Damn, I'm pretty sure 30 years old. So
17 years ago. How do you even remember that?
We hold grudges for years.
Well, what did he do?
He threw a pine cone at me when I was trying to eat.
What? I mean, that's pretty bad, but 17 years is kind of crazy, huh?
wait,
For the next 7 generations, you will teach your children, your children's children, your children's children's children. When you see this man, you will dive bomb, steal, back, and take his wife.
oh, bro, turn his villain instantly. Bro turned from a normal growth to his villain arc.
Never forget.
That guy.
Whoa, what did you tell him?
Yeah,
Now show him what you're made of, boy.
bro, why is this? Why is the meaning of? Why is it the way that the way he's a boy? It's resources, I know.
Dive bomb, mother.
This dinosaur was so terrifying to attack that even T-Rexes
I know this
might
one.
have avoided it. Meet the Ankylosaurus. And once you see how this thing was built, you'll understand why it was so scary. Let's begin with their body. They were absolute tanks. The armor on their back wasn't just a shell like normal dinosaurs, but rather directly infused into their skin. So you couldn't just rip it off, as the dinosaur itself was the armor. Nearly impossible to bite through. It doesn't stop there, as they were essentially a walking fortress. Built extremely low to the ground, wide, weighed up to 8 tons, and believed to squat down low to the dirt when threatened, meaning it was almost impossible for any dinosaur to flip them or reach their vulnerable underside. Not only that, if you tried to attack anywhere else, its neck was armored, legs, tail, head had heavily enforced bones, and possibly even their eyelids were armored. But this is the least of your problems, as they had a massive muscular.
Oh my god, you don't watch it. You gotta-
This dinosaur was muscular club tail, estimated to swing up to 30 miles per hour, hitting with enough force to potentially shatter bones. But the craziest of all, although it's possible a T-Rex could have hunted an Ankylosaurus, to this day, scientists still have never found any confirmed T-Rex bite marks on an Ankylosaurus fossil.
Hey, back off! This is my kill! You're not getting shit!
Oh, come on, man, you gotta give him something.
I'm starving, dude. I don't care.
So is he.
I said I don't care.
Come on.
Oh, all right, fine. This is all you're getting. Oh my God! Now there's 3 of them. What do you want me to do now?
He can kill all those alone.
Dude, they could help you.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
That's cap.
I'm not lying. They could help you kill that thing right over there.
Wait, they can help me hunt those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, I have a deal. If you help me kill that thing over there, I'll give you some of my meat. Say less. All right, bet.
Damn! Okay, that's the answer. Damn, they became best friends like second.
Imagine you walked outside and saw dozens of your
Oh
neighbors
my gosh, this is actually so true. In 1518, I don't know where to learn this. Oh my gosh.
violently dancing until their feet bled and collapsed unconscious. This actually
Oh my gosh, Shakespeare. So this happened in 18, like, okay, 6, and year 1618. In what's the name? Strasbourg, where a girl randomly danced. So people thought she actually liked dancing, or she just wanted to dance for fun. But things took a dark turn. She was dancing even tonight. Every who joined her. Was a disease. They joined her dance. More than 4 people joined, and their feet were bleeding. They could only stop if they were exhausted, if they died of exhaustion. Yes. And they are done with it. And they were dead. We still don't know how that happened. If it was a disease or something worse, but it was called the Dancing Pumpkin Watch.
happened in 1518 in a town called
Oh, I mean 1518. Why did I say 1518?
Strasbourg. All starting with this woman right here named Frau Trophia, one day randomly walking outside of her
Let's just be literally demon entered his body.
house and
Her
dancing
body.
in the streets. At first, people thought nothing of it. Maybe she just liked dancing, or was a little bit crazy. But this is where things got weird. As hours passed, she just didn't stop. Looking completely exhausted, drenched in sweat, and somehow kept moving all throughout day and night. And it only got worse, because people strangely started joining her, one by one, dancing in this weird
This was actually a disease, I think. Not just people joining her. Oh my god, wait. Oh my, so dumb.
Imagine and night. And it only got worse, because people strangely started joining her, one by one, dancing in this weird trance-like state. Still, it was only a few people, so no one too concerned yet. But as days passed, not only weren't they stopping, but people kept joining in. At one point, reaching dozens of people. Now the town was worried, hoping they would just eventually stop on their own. But no. Their feet became bloody and bruised, bodies on the brink of collapsing. People tried dragging them away, holding them still, giving them food and water, taking them to church, and even
A church. Oh my god, I feel bad for them.
built a stage with music playing to hopefully dance the sickness out. But nothing they tried was working, only stopping unless they physically collapsed. Some even reportedly dying from exhaustion, where this would go on for multiple months, starting in July, slowly fading out around early September, with 400 infected people in total. Whether it was mass hysteria, poisoning, or mental illness, to this day we still don't know the exact reason for the dancing plague.
Wait, what? Strasbourg. I don't know. Okay, I don't care about it. Never mind.
Penguins are a lot darker than you
What you mean?
thought, and nowhere near as innocent as they seem. But why? Firstly, penguins can get extremely violent. Despite looking harmless, many male penguin species have been observed brutally fighting each other over things like territory, eggs, or mating partners. So bad, they sometimes leave each other critically injured or even dead. And they only get more disturbing, as penguins are chronic thieves, often spotted stealing rocks from other penguins' nests that took days
They're gonna destroy eggs. Wow.
to
And
build.
then what's next? They're gonna rob and steal eggs. No, they're called the egg robbers.
Leaving the eggs without protection to help their own. Or even crazier, penguin prostitution can take place for the Adelie species.
Oh my God.
Valuing rocks so much, it's essentially a form of currency, where female penguins might mate with males for an exchange of some rocks.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
And somehow it gets worse, as emperor and king penguins are known to kidnap babies. Usually after losing theirs, instincts can make them steal and raise a random chick as their own. Or sometimes penguins might even
They're gonna do kidnapping. Okay.
abandon their own child. Although for survival, they're known to leave the weakest chick behind to die, only helping the healthier one. And let's say the weaker chick does survive, while they're still known to get bullied by stronger ones, being pushed and hit around. Then even if you are
I feel hurt.
a healthier chick, you're not safe from deadly things like trampling, freezing, starvation, or being hunted. But worst of all, during mating season, specifically male Adelie penguins can get so aggressive that they've been seen violently forcing females to mate, or sometimes attempting to mate with dead penguins.
Made a dead penguins is crazy, man.
If you tossed a single rock into this tiny hole in the Nevada desert, you could kill off this entire species of
Oh my gosh, just that small kind of tiny rock is dead.
fish. Meet the devil's hole
Wait, is this actually no devil's just
pupfish, one of the rarest fish on Earth that definitely shouldn't be alive. But why? Let's start with their home. You see this small pool right here? Well, this is where every single one of them on Earth lives. Just a 10 feet wide and 70 foot long hole in the middle of a desert, where the water temperature sits at around 90 degrees Fahrenheit at all times, and barely has any oxygen. So how do they survive this? Well, you see, they've lived in this exact spot for thousands of years, meaning their bodies have literally adapted to survive this specific pool of water. Not only that, but the food source for their entire existence is sustained from a singular spot of algae growing on a tiny rock shelf. But this is where things get bad, as this means only a small amount of fish could live here at once. So no, there's not a few thousand of these fish, but only about 75
Oh my gosh, it's baffled, guys.
pupfish that live in this pool as of today, with a small all-time record of only about 540 pupfish. But the biggest problem of all, scientists say these pupfish are the most inbred species on the entire Earth, giving them a huge disadvantage genetically, where even small events like weather or tiny environment changes could wipe them out. For example, one time 3 drunk men broke into the devil's hole, swam around, crushed eggs, and vomited in the water.
A small record was only 540. Wait, hold on.
With a small all-time record of only about 540 pupfish. But the biggest problem of all, scientists say these pupfish are the most inbred species on the entire Earth, giving them a huge disadvantage genetically, where even small events like weather or tiny environment changes could wipe them out. For example, one time 3
Wait, why speed this up? Wait.
species on the entire Earth, giving them a huge disadvantage genetically, where even small events. If you toss birth, giving them a huge disadvantage genetically, where even small events like weather or tiny environment changes could wipe them out. For example, one time 3 drunk men broke into the Devil's Hole, swam around, crushed eggs, and vomited in the water, putting the whole species at risk. But somehow they're still alive to this day,
3 drunk men, that's really worse.
living in this exact spot for well over 10,000 years.
Dude.
12 reasons Theodore Roosevelt was way more badass
Bro, that's really
than you thought. Firstly, he had a fight club in the basement of the White House, often fighting staff members, Secret Service, or even diplomats. So obsessed that doctors begged him to stop, eventually going blind.
Oh my gosh, bro. Shit, stop fighting them even if you didn't want to be a freaking badass.
And in one eye from it. Next, he was once shot in the chest before a speech, but a folded piece of paper in a glasses case slowed down the bullet just enough not to kill him. Continuing to give a speech for 90 minutes as he bled through his shirt, and he only gets more badass. He once ditched his political career to become a cowboy after his wife and mother sadly died on the same day, where he would live on his own ranch, rode horses, hunted, and slept outside. One time even had his boat stolen, so he built another one, chased down the thieves for multiple days in freezing weather, and captured them. He doesn't stop there. He was so addicted to hiking that he would go out even in deadly conditions, and sometimes force diplomats to go hiking with him during meetings. Explored the Amazon rainforest in an uncharted area at 55 years old, almost dying multiple times. During battles, was known for charging directly into danger and
Damn, bro. He literally was like, he used to survive Amazon rainforest.
instead of avoiding it, is one of the main reasons teddy bears and national parks exist now. Read multiple books every day, was so energetic and hardworking he would exhaust anyone who worked with him, and is the youngest US president in history, dying peacefully in his sleep, quoted that death only won because Roosevelt wasn't awake to fight it. 12 reasons Theodore Roosevelt
Yeah.
Imagine you're crawling through a cave and suddenly you can't move at all. This actually happened in 2009. A 26
Oh my gosh, 17 years ago.
6-year-old cave explorer John Edward Jones was exploring the Nutty Putty Cave for a family trip, a popular cave system in Utah known for having some narrow tunnels, but wasn't considered deadly and actually a beginner-friendly cave for inexperienced climbers. Also, John had climbed here years ago as a child, so he was pretty confident. Climbing deeper, eventually John made it to the most popular area of the cave called the birth canal. Not too challenging for him, but this is where things took a turn.
I feel bad for the guy first.
As John continued crawling, the tunnel started getting way tighter than he remembered. Because what John didn't realize, this wasn't the birth canal. He made a completely wrong turn into an unmapped area of the cave. Thinking it would get easier, he crawled even deeper. Becoming so challenging, he had to suck in air to squeeze through. Continuing to go down further again, hoping to find a turnaround spot, when out of nowhere, a dead end. Now entirely unable to move. Pinned against the rocks so tight, he couldn't move his arms or take deep breaths. Upside down with gravity slowly crushing his body and locking him further in place. His brother found him, tried helping, but had no luck. Called rescuers who tried assisting him, breaking rocks, and even a pulley system, but nothing they did was working. Spending a full 25 hours in this nightmare, until the pressure from being upside down caused John's body to give out.
I feel bad for the guy, dude.
Horrifying reasons you could never survive the Titanic boat.
I'm happy that this thing got extinct.
Starting off, they were 8 times longer than you, reaching up to 50 feet long, about the width of an average home, and around 2,500 pounds heavy as a small car. The largest snake to ever exist. But it gets worse. You wouldn't even know they were coming. Despite being as large as a bus, Titanoboas were actually ambush predators, commonly hiding in murky water, had camouflage skin, and made almost zero sound, staying almost entirely invisible when hunting you. Even more terrifying, it's estimated they could swim 8 to 12 miles per hour, easily able to outswim you. But even if you did somehow escape, Titanoboas had bodies extremely sensitive to vibrations, meaning they could feel every movement you make and find exactly where you're hiding without even needing to see you. And if you think being on land will save you, it wasn't impossible for them to hide right on shore, within logs, under thick vegetation, or swamp grass in plain sight. But worst of all is when they catch you, capable of striking in less than a second, biting into you with a mouth that opens 3 feet wide, about half the size of your body, body, with teeth curved backwards, no way to escape once it bit you. And it wouldn't end quickly, slowly wrapping around your body, squeezing so hard. It would feel like a small car laying on top of you, cutting off your blood flow, all until you stop moving, swallowing you.
Oh my god.
8 weird laws you'd be forced to follow living in the Roman Empire. Firstly, if you hated someone and wanted to write a mean song or poem about them, it was believed damaging someone's honor or image like this was equivalent to physically attacking them, executing you. Next, if a thief broke into your house, you weren't allowed to kill them, only able to defend yourself if they showed a weapon or if it took place during nighttime. If you were caught singing next to your neighbor's crops suspiciously, Romans thought you were using a curse to weaken your neighbor's crops and make your own grow faster, treating it like real theft, punishing you. But it gets crazier. If your favorite color to wear is purple, it was reserved for high-ranking people and elites only, taking your clothes and fining you. Maybe you're a woman married to a man. Well, he would legally own you if you stayed with him for a year straight. If you were struck by lightning, you weren't allowed to have a proper funeral. Believed their god Jupiter himself had claimed you, burying you right where you fell. Then even if you did have a funeral, too much loud crying or extreme emotion was seen as chaotic and a bad look for the state, shutting down your funeral. But worst of all, if you had a child with any extreme deformities, parents were legally allowed to abandon their child to die. 8 weird laws. Did you know about this frog that basically freezes itself to death on purpose? It all begins in winter,
Walls playing with death.
where the species called the wood frog will, instead of protecting itself from the cold like normal animals, hide right on the surface, not underground, strangely letting itself freeze in the extreme temperature. Their body turns frozen solid, ice literally forming in their veins. Breathing and heartbeats stop, and becomes completely unresponsive. Any other animal would be dead at this point, but this frog has different plans. Inside its body, a surge of glucose floods its system, acting like a natural antifreeze, protecting its cells from dying, allowing it to stay frozen, essentially dead, for 7 to 8 months. And once winter is over, it simply thaws out, waking up like nothing happened. Did you know about this?
Damn, that frog is actually smart as hell.
How did this cat survive a sinking ship, then another, and another, every time it should have died? Did you know that
Okay, very well.
emerald wasps are terrifying mind controllers and can hijack cockroaches' brains to walk to their own death?
My gosh, dude!
It all begins when an emerald wasp smells and spots a cockroach, tracking onto its movements and positioning itself for an ambush. Once you're in the perfect spot, it'll quickly fly in before you could even react, landing onto your body and stinging you in 2 precise areas. First into your thorax, which paralyzes your front legs, then specifically stinging you in the part of your brain that controls your instincts to escape. And it only gets worse from here, as the cockroach now is almost in a zombie-like state, completely passive and no longer resisting. The wasp could easily kill you here, but it has a far darker plan for you, grabbing you by the antenna like a leash and walking you away without control, dragging you all the way into a burrow it's specifically designed for your death. Once inside, it'll let go and lay a singular egg on you, walking out and sealing the burrow shut, leaving you with no escape. And eventually the egg hatches a larvae which slowly eats you over the span of multiple days, not only still alive but not even realizing what's happening. Over time, the larvae burrows deeper, feeding on your insides and hollowing out your body as it grows, all until you eventually die. And after a few weeks, a fully grown wasp will rip its way out of your body, starting the cycle all over again.
We all have different plans. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, so bye-bye.